Hello and happy Monday. It is January 29th. I am MJ and this is a general reading for the collective. And today I'm using my Guardian of the Night deck. This is my indie deck. This is the deck I've had since 2020 and I think it still looks great. Still shuffles like a charm. I just love the way the cards from Shuffled Ink shuffles. Oh my goodness. I am under the weather. I've had a head cold since Friday, which is why I didn't do the reading for the collective. And I've been pretty much like miserable all weekend, just constantly blowing my nose. So bear with me today. Hopefully I can get through this reading without having a sneezing fit. All right, let's dive in here and see what we have going on energetically speaking. So the first card I'm going to pull is the energy that's influencing us today. That's that energy behind our mood, our decisions, how we relate with one another. And we're working here with, ooh, look at this, the Eight of Wands. So once you commit to something today, once you feel confident in committing to something, you're going to feel this rush of activity around you. This is an influencing energy where it makes you feel as though things are progressing very quickly. Whether they are or not, you know, who knows? But your perception of it is going to be that things are moving along at a pace that is maybe a little bit faster than you're accustomed to. This is a great energy if you need to feel motivated, if you need to feel enthusiastic about your progress, because you're going to feel that progress. You're going to get a sense that things are moving quickly. In this, though, there might be the sense to rush things too. Pay attention when you're really feeling this Eight of Wands energy pushing at your back, because you want to make sure that you're still paying attention to the details. Because once you say yes to something, once you commit to something, you're going to find it's really hard to double back or to backtrack or to get yourself out of it. So pay attention to how this energy is influencing you. It can be a really positive energy if you need that motivation. If you need to feel like you're making progress, you're going to feel that way. You're going to feel that things are progressing quickly. But you also might feel like you don't have time to address anything that needs to be addressed. And because of that, you might let some things slide. So let's see what the situation is. And we'll see how that Eight of Wands comes in and how it influences that situation. Okay, so coming up here, we have, oh, hey, I love you, Queen of Pentacles. This is one of my favorite cards. We have a situation coming up where you're going to feel secure in the material world. You're going to feel nurtured and taken care of. You might have an opportunity to step into the shoes of the Queen. You may be able to offer support, offer relief to someone. But you also might step into a situation where you are in the presence of this Queen of Pentacles and you're feeling at ease. So when you do make a big decision, right, when you feel kind of like this pressure to move forward quickly, you can do so knowing that you're not going to take a hit in the financial area, that everything will be okay, that you have some sort of security around that. There's someone or something that's kind of watching your back here. And it's kind of a nice feeling to have, because when you know that you're not going to really lose much, you're able to take a risk or put yourself out there. You're less likely to worry about, losing any traction or losing anything, financially, because you have this Queen of Pentacles sitting here. So the situation that's coming up is just going to reinforce that you have something or someone that is there to secure your position. That if you decide that you want to, say, go back to school, or you want to quit your job and, open up that yoga studio, or whatever it means for you, that when you start this ball rolling, when you commit to it, you will find that there will be support there. There will be somebody there who will help you nurture that dream. And so pay attention to the situations that you find yourself in. You might not recognize that you're in the presence of the Queen of Pentacles until maybe you've kind of dismissed it, So pay attention to who's offering you support, who's giving you that safety line, who's saying, yeah, you want to do something? Go for it. You're going to be okay. So let's see who's showing up here. Who's knocking on the door? Who's that energy that's coming into our situation with the Queen of Pentacles? Oops, whoa, oh my God, that's really funny. Okay, you two fell out, which I'm just gonna take that as a sign here. A sign of my poor shuffling maybe, or lack of holding cards. But nonetheless, these are the two cards that popped out. So, and they're both kings, which, all right, now let's take a look. When this happens, I like to make sure that the cards are shuffled. So just to be sure here, let's take a look at the placement of these cards. Okay, so it looks like the cards are nicely shuffled. So here's a couple things that I take note of when something like this happens, and I have a couple cards that fall out. I take note of, did I shuffle? Did I shuffle well? How are the cards in the deck? And they look pretty well sorted out there. So or mixed, I should say, mixed in. So let's dive in here and see what these creatures have to say about this, because the outside influence coming in is one that is combining this energy of the King of Pentacles with the King of Swords. And not only are you going to have this ability to engage with someone who comes in with a clear picture, with a clear view for how you should proceed. Not only you're being nurtured in this area here, right? Whatever the situation is, whatever you're moving forward in quickly, you're going to find that coming into the situation is this blended energy that brings with it a sense of responsibility, a sense of accountability, that you will be able to feel comfortable in making the decisions that will ensure that you are in a position to cover your expenses, perhaps, to take care of your responsibilities. That with this King of Swords sitting here too, you're going to hold yourself accountable. So however this energy comes into the situation, this could be an individual who helps you, who is a supportive force, who brings some sage advice, who might offer some words of wisdom. It could be a mentor that comes in, who is someone who perhaps has this talent for turning an idea into gold, but not someone who's foolhardy, not someone who just rushes in and just, throws money away. That's not what the King of Pentacles does. And certainly not when it's being supported by the King of Swords here. So having these two come in together, I just find really fascinating. And having it sit here with the Queen of Pentacles, to me, it says that the situation is shaping up to be one where not only will you move yourself into a strong position financially, that you're moving into a direction that you're in control of here, that you're directing. You've got this wind at your back. You're the one who made the decision to jump in. And then you're being offered this wisdom that comes from someone who's been down this path before, who can see your situation clearly, and somebody who won't let you slide, who will hold you accountable to making sure that you're living up to your potential. Whoever this is that's coming in can serve as a compass for you. They can help guide you, and they're not going to do the work for you, but they can definitely ensure that they're giving you the best information that will help direct your decisions. So let's see who's showing up here. Not who's showing up here. I already did that. Oh my God, this is what I'm talking about. Head cold. Let's see what the advice is. Okay, who's showing up? Okay, very interesting here. Let's take a look. We have a lot of royalty here. We have the Queen of Cups with the Queen of Pentacles. We have the King of Pentacles and the King of Swords. So what I'm picking up with this is that, yes, this is a really strong reading in the area of finances and the material world, but also there's this balance here between your logic and your heart, and doing things in a way that makes sense, on paper, but also it also makes sense to you at your core, right? Your intuition is telling you this is the right way to go. You're in tune with the situation. You feel connected perhaps to each person that you might be involved with here. There is an attachment of sorts emotionally to whatever the situation is. You know, it's like pay attention to what your gut is telling you. Let that be, you know, a member of the board. Give that a seat at the table as well. When you're thinking about, you know, holding others accountable or holding yourself accountable, being perhaps more business-minded here with this King of Pentacles, with all of that coming together, the advice that comes in is to still, you know, trust your intuition, trust your heart, trust those relationships that you've built up over the years, perhaps. Have faith in the process and those around you, because you are being supported, you're being nurtured. And because things are moving quickly, you're going to find that the decisions that you make, whoever this is that's coming in, this supportive force, this outside influence that's coming in, is going to support you in making sure that when you do make a decision on the fly, you're doing it from a place of knowing and understanding. And you can confidently proceed, even though things are moving quickly, because you're being offered the right advice from someone in your sphere, someone within your, you know, your community, or someone within, you know, your family, within your friend group. You know, they hold this energy of the King of Pentacles and the King of Swords, and they're a valuable resource for you, because not only will they help you transform whatever it is that you're working towards into being a source of affluence, but they're also able to see clearly. They're also able to make the decisions that will think about not just the here and now, but the future. So I hope this reading makes sense. And I love it when things like this work out. It's very balanced here. All right, peace. And hey, I made it without blowing my nose. Oh my goodness. I'm going to go do that now. I will talk with you all later, and have a wonderful day. Peace.